Migo bands, he instantly, he saw everybody who was around Takeoff. He instantly got.
Find pulling out a gun and just shooting you. It just doesn't make any sense. Why do you do that? Why?
To be honest with you, people sit back and don't really look at what's really going on. People know for a fact that Takeoff was one of the main ones who real life sat there and held the whole foundation of the Migos together. People sitting there looking like Quavo.
That's the only one I like out of the whole Migos is Takeoff.
Cause Takeoff was the one who created the whole Migos flow.
Right. That man was bad.
A lot.
That man was bad. For me, being 51 years old and liking the Migos, I like a lot of people. I like NBA Youngboy too, even though he do what he do. But I like him too. I know most of his songs.
Yeah, and you can really pay attention to the things that's going on, cause
why are all these people hating on each other?
The reason that they hating on each other is for one reason, is because people don't know that Jay Prince Jr. gave Quavo a lump sum. He gave Quavo a settlement, man. He gave him like 90,000 just to even sign to Mob Ties, and Quavo took the money.
You guys are absolutely right.
And it's crazy because Quavo not finna be with them people for no reason like that, man.
Right.
People sit there, people know this, man.
Saying on YouTube is true. It's got something to do with that contract and everything.
It's the contract, man. He violated the whole Mob Ties Migos contract, man.
You're right. They didn't want to sign that shit.
Yeah, if he would have signed it, he would have never got sent up. He didn't want to sign it, and it's always an oddball out of the group who don't want to get down with what's going on, man. Takeoff did not want to come to Houston every 2 weeks and do shows, man. He wanted to go overseas where they make more of their money from. People don't understand what's really going on. It's a Mob Ties Migo connection, and it led back to Migo bands even in the middle of it. You see what happened to Jay Prince Jr. Everything is coming down on that man. And RP to Takeoff before anything. RP Duke the Jeweler, because a lot of people don't really know what's really going on.
Right. That is just, man. And then that video they made.
Yeah, the video, all the videos showed, to be honest with you.
Contract on the bed, and he had the gun right next to him.
Yeah.
And, a street person vision.
Yeah.
And also a person to understand what a back door is.
A lot of people, you can go ahead, because a lot of people don't know that it's RP Takeoff or nothing. Like, we all know for a fact that it was too many people who played a role in this, but one thing, just like they said, Mike Prince was in the middle of all of it. He was in the middle of all of it. Then when I did my research, I'm starting to find out like Mike Prince could have avoided this whole situation. He saw dude running up on Takeoff, and he saw like Quavo and them running the other way. You feel me? It's like he could have been a mediator of this whole situation.
Yes, he could have. And we could go back from the beginning before they even arrived to the ballroom at, when it was in Fifth Ward. Mike Prince is very present on that video. When Quavo was sitting in Jazz Prince red drop top with the blicky on the side of him.
Yeah.
Mike Prince is over there vouching for Takeoff. So it's like Takeoff probably rode with Mike Prince, and Jazz Prince was driving Quavo. Yeah. But the whole thing to me is, if he the star of the Migos, why wasn't he in the car with Jazz Prince? That's his event. Why is he in another vehicle going to a situation? It shouldn't have happened that way.
It shouldn't have happened that way.
That's your love so much, and y'all affinity links, and y'all supposed to be together all the time. And you been with you. He should be with you everywhere you move. He should have been with you.
How could you have more trust for the other people?
At the time.
Right, and it just makes it seem like a setup at some point for the simple fact that why is he y'all even in separate cars? First off, second off, Jazz Prince put Drake on, so therefore Jazz Prince only messing with the leaders of the group. You see what I'm saying? Takeoff
And they
was the
always
leader of the group.
yeah, and they always look at that Takeoff like he was the like he's the third wheel. You know, Offset married to Cardi B. Quavo with Sweetie. Quavo the superstar. You know what I'm saying? When Takeoff the whole time, Takeoff the one writing lyrics for them.
It,
Takeoff the is the
the beat
I heard, you
maker,
know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm going to speculate, but they said he owned 95% of the Migos.
he do. That's why when it came down to it, like I'm not saying Quavo set him up. I'm not gonna even say that. I'm not gonna even put like
You're not going
even.
to say that.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna even say Jay Prince and them like they planned this and no. It could have been a mishaps to where they got into it and then the people who ran for Jay Prince, they looking at it as if it's something major. As if the Migos gonna try to do something to them because they already knew the Migos security had Blicky on them. So for them to even come out and say like, hold on, look Cam them made a bad decision. They was just thinking for themselves. No. In all actual reality, you pay attention to it. Look Cam them only was going off eyesight. They see they boss real life get into it. All they know is to shoot.
And I like this too, man. With liquor involved and weed and egos class. So you got a young man that just allegedly won money from Quavo inside of the dice game. Now, me personally, I live in Houston. I went to school in Houston, and I know one thing about in Houston, they like to drive you. You know what I'm saying? As far as some people call it ribbon, some people call it flexing and all that. You know what I'm saying? That's their type of style. So I done got 7,000 off a multi-millionaire. Man, let's go do something else, right?
Mm-hmm.
And due to the fact that Quavo, and like it past things like even with security and the way he hot tempered. I just feel like as a leader and as a person that's in a multi-million organization, multi-million artist, I feel like he should have had better discretion and
Yeah.
understood like this is the type of conversation I should have. You know what I'm saying? You should move as a boss as always. You shouldn't even allow a person on that lower stature to even get into your business or even arouse you to even come to that level of argument,
Yeah.
to that level of being mad. Because you at a different status. You gotta look at some people you just gotta look at it like, listen, bro, stay over there, man, holla at your man, we out of here.
Yeah.
But when him saying like I'm gonna hurt somebody, that caused a whole uproar too. You gotta understand it's a lot of famous, successful people that was there too, like the boxer for Jay Prince, Mr. Shakur. He was right there next to Takeoff.
See?
So people know what happened. People know who did it. But for some reason, everybody's silent. And that's what makes it weird for these conspiracy theories and stuff to come out when you look at all of this stuff surrounding Takeoff. But to me, I just feel like it was a misunderstanding.
And it got out of hand.
Things got heated. Jazz Prince left because that was his party. I don't never see Quavo nor Takeoff. When you look at all the pictures, Takeoff's always with Jazz Prince.
See?
Now, who to say that Jay Prince Jr. didn't take a liking to Quavo, or didn't even like the way he was as a man, as a person? Because you know how it be. Like you could be friends with one brother, and one brother might don't like you, or a homie could like this person more than the other homie like this person.
And they'll bring their other homie around, but whole time it's some tension up in it's beef up
That's
in
right.
the crew
It's
because
beef.
somebody jealous
But
of
you
the
don't
other
even know.
person.
But you won't even know it's beef. You won't even know it's static because you're around the family so much. But family beef with each other all the time. And I look at Jay Prince Jr. and I look at Jazz Prince. Jazz Prince is very successful because due to the fact he found Drake, his money gonna be long forever.
Yeah, that kind of gonna put him.
It ain't got nothing to do with Jazz Prince Jr. Yeah, you my side, you part of the family, but this is my move. Now everybody in the world know who Drake is. You know what I'm saying? I think Jay Prince Jr. is trying to find himself on this level to become like his little brother.
Exactly,
Like
because the
back
little
back
brother
in the
got more
time.
pull than
Now you
him.
finally got a rapper. Now you're trying to get into the whole more of the industry as far as the rap life on my side. And now he's trying to be a boss. Now he's trying to eat on his back end and have an artist like Jazz Prince. And now Jazz Prince is the one that's bringing Quavo on them in. Jazz Prince is the one that's bringing Takeoff on them in, not Jay Prince Jr. So we
See?
gotta always look at that fact like it might not be no love on that end like that.
And people may think that just because one brother mess with him, that all the other brothers rock with him. No, it
Right?
don't go like that in the hood.
Things like that.
Hell
I'm talking
no.
about this street. And this the hood we talking about. We ain't talking about no executives. We ain't talking about sitting in no corporate meeting. We ain't talking about how they think like the Met Gala, dealing with all these other label heads. So it's two worlds they live in. They live in the street world. They live in the executive world.
Yeah, and they get
And this
caught
is
up in one
street.
of them. They be getting caught up in them worlds, man.
That's right. And that's why I feel like um, black men, when you become successful,
Yeah.
when you get these things and get out the hood, and you feed your family. These dudes was the Beatles of this generation. Ain't no way. Listen, bro. That's like Michael Jackson get done coming out of bowling now.
Exactly. Or
And,
even the
and that's why it
Beatles,
hurts
even the
so bad.
Beatles they
Like, dude,
self
like for the
coming out of,
love,
you don't hear nothing
like
happening
for
to
the
none of
love, like
them.
how can this happen?
The thing is, Jay Prince Jr. felt that he could obtain more, you feel me, more power than Jazz Prince because it's like a competition thing. I'm gonna break it down to you. It's not even
It's a
like
competition.
the father just set everything in stone so that if they get locked up or something, they can get out. You feel me? All he did was pull a couple strings. But what Jay Prince Jr., he went out there and to hit the like button if y'all new to the channel, share this video. Hey, look, man, Jay Prince Jr. went out there and did one thing. He made a bad mistake by even putting himself out there, showing that it's some jealousy up in the family. That's why they kept saying, you ruined the name. You ruined the name. Like, y'all not
You
finna
ruined the
hide
legacy,
behind me.
man. You ruined the legacy,
The
and I
legacy,
hundred
y'all.
percent know, and I 100% know that legacy is real ruined. And and it's always that one spoiled kid, right? It's always that one bad apple. You know what I'm saying? It's that always that one that want to be in the spotlight. Now we all know for a fact Jay Prince Jr. Jay Prince been rich forever.
Yeah.
He been rich forever. He been grinding since he was born in Fifth Ward, Texas. You heard?
Yeah, I mean, he
That man been
basically
grinding from
run
the
the whole
beginning of
fifth
time
ward.
until now. So we know for a fact his sons they never had to get into no legal activity. They never had to be these type of individuals that they are. Especially Jay Prince Jr. He don't have to be that way. He don't have to. He don't have to move like that. Like man, for real, you could be a boss for real in executive office. You don't need to be out here with people that's young and immature that don't know how to shoot, don't know how to even wash their ass properly. You is
Exactly.
a boss, bro. You underneath one of the biggest bosses in the world, and you're not resembling your father, bro. Your father moves like a boss in silence, like a real mob. You out here like on the Godfather, right?
Yeah.
Let's say for instance, bring the brother was always high strong. Michael brother, they got wet up.
Yeah.
He got
Oh,
wet up, but he was always high strong, very angry all the time, and he ended up losing his life, his mind, because he never moved with the family move. He was always a firecracker. He could never stay
yeah.
in line.
He was
He
the
could never
hothead.
follow the rules of the family, follow the rules of the law of the land. And that's how Jay Prince Jr. is showing himself to the world. That what have you learned from your father?
Right. You mean
This
the,
is money, bro. You're messing up your money. You're messing up legacy. And now this man is gone, and he's under the protection of my time. There's no way in hell that Takeoff should have been killed at a bowling alley, bro, with his brains blown out like that. This is the saddest thing I ever seen in my life besides Nip and seeing PNB Rock. And we get sick of this shit. We get numb to this. Why is the world just making this shit like it's okay to see this?
people out?
People got PTSD behind this shit, trauma and everything.
It's
And it
people.
continue to keep going on. And that's why I tell people, like, if you want to be in the music industry, you want that type of fear, that type of hate against you, man, be careful. You know what I'm saying? They need to bring R&B music back, man. We need some more love going on. There's too much killing music going on right now. We need some Genuine Poppy, Chris Brown. We need some babies to be made. You know what I'm saying? I think the high frequency needs to change. The 808 needs to change back to some loving, some dancing, for we could go back into doing what we was doing back in the early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? The early 90s.
Yeah.
Because all this killing going on, we ain't gonna have no rappers left.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
We ain't gonna
That's
have nobody left to listen to. All we gonna listen to is Drake, Kanye, Jay-Z, Nas. All the young rappers that's very talented, they leaving. They ain't gonna be able to live to see 30, man. And these guys are so talented and so work so hard on their craft. And they set a mark in this world at a young age. That's what made me think about Biggie and Pop. They were
yeah.
so young when they died. People gotta remember how young they was when they left.
Boy, they weren't even. Boy, they was young. They weren't even 30.
They weren't even 30. They didn't even hit 30 yet.
They ain't even hit 28. They half the rappers now that's rapping, they 20 and older, 28 and
But
older.
that's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem between Atlanta and Houston, man, for a while. And when all these chips fall, and when everybody see what happened and who was involved in it, it's gonna be sad because the person that probably could take off ain't probably got two dimes to rub together.
See, and those facts, you're not lying, man. You telling it exactly how it is, man. I gotta agree with you 100%. Like real talk.
They ain't got two dimes to rub together. Something like, oh, another bum that took out another good person. But it's always them. It's always the ones that don't have nothing. Just like old boy in the basement on belly. You an old boy in the basement on belly.
Yeah. Do it on the couch.
You gonna get yours, B.
You gonna get yours, and then look what he do. Set him up.
Yeah, that's him. That's the type of person that killed Takeoff. You know what I'm saying? Instead of you killing DMX, you want to go back and kill Nas. Nas
See?
is Takeoff. Quavo the situation.
All because he hung with him.
But DMX is Quavo in this situation.
Yeah, birds of a feather flock together because
Flock together, baby.
boy, see, that's how I know that it's people out here know that when a person says something is capped, that means they haven't did their research. You see what I'm saying? Like I really want to let people open their eyes to the fact that this is a revolving door, and we got to really be mindful of everything that's going on. Because if we go to Houston, what you think gonna happen if we run into any one of them? First thing they gonna do is try to make somebody check in. It's like you gotta understand they making street dudes and regular dudes who really ain't on a hiatus, man. They making them check in, man, and that's sad because why should you have to tell another person you in a state?
Other interviews and things of OGs and things, you know. I'm a student of the game, always been.
I can hear
And Def has always been surrounded around hip hop. But I remember at the time hip hop rappers was heroes in their neighborhoods. They didn't get killed.
Yeah, see?
They didn't die like the way they dying now, bro. They stood for something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The people was empowered. People felt good when they came around to their neighborhoods.
People don't even come around their neighborhoods no more.
Into the drug culture.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Now everybody dope fiends. Everybody popping pills. Everybody just on the same
perks
frequency.
And yeah. And then
they on the same frequency now. It's fuck a bitch. Like Kanye said, I'm gonna fuck your bitch. I'm gonna kill this nigga. The 808.
That's crazy.
And that's the frequency that our kids are listening to. And that's what they listen to when they drinking and smoking. So they see an op, they see somebody they don't like, they see somebody that they're jealous of, they don't even know. That music is making them feel that way and that enviness towards this person.
Yeah, to see, and people don't know that.
I met Quavo on tour, bro, when he was on tour with Drake in Chicago.
Yeah.
When they had that big tour together. That was the most humblest, coolest, laid back young man that I ever met.
See?
And I'm telling you, man, his spirit was so pure. He was so talented. And it's crazy because
that's when they first came out. That's before the Chief Keef movement started going viral.
Yeah, his sales might go up because he did. Yeah, this last album might be a classic with him and Quavo, but it ain't gonna never be no Migos again.
Ever.
And I'm sitting here waiting to see how this gonna all play out with Offset and Quavo. I'm really trying. I'm really anxious to see what it is gonna do. Is this gonna make them more hate each other more and be at each other's neck, or are they gonna come together and make more music? How can you heal from this?
Exactly. And that
When
was
you a
close.
group
That hit
though, as a
home for
business,
both.
how can you heal? What Quavo gonna be a superstar now by himself solo? He gonna speak on more hate music now. He gonna be hurt. That's not what we got from the Migos. So I can't take that serious. I know that Pain gonna be hurt, but that ain't the type of music they drop.
Yeah, they
They was
don't
in a
make
whole different
drill.
type of frequency.
They don't make drill music.
They don't make drill music, so I ain't gonna be able to take Quavo serious when I see him come out making hurt music because they ain't come out making that hurt music. Now I can see if it's Dirk or somebody, man, that boy's been through pain.
Yeah,
You know
that.
what I'm saying? He came in the game like that,
Yeah.
pain music. Migos didn't make no pain music. They made finesse music, fly music. You know what
Get
I'm saying?
money
Fly, we
music.
out here. You know what I'm saying? They gonna make
Hmm.
you feel good. They talk about
They
their music,
music
but
make you go out
in
there
different
and go
aspects.
grind.
Their lyrics make you feel good when you listen to it.
Yeah,
It
make you
ain't
go
making that
grind.
mindset of I'm gonna hurt somebody. It's like, okay, we hear you young niggas. We hear y'all sound good. Y'all talking about it.